Hey there, Sagittarius. Happy Wednesday. How are you today? My name is Sherilyn, and I am here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one is going to be for the 13th, 14th, and 15th of June. There we go. And that's it. We're going to do it the same way we always do. I'm going to call out all 12 signs. When I call out a sign, whoever comes to your mind first, that's who we're talking about. I will pull 2 cards for each. This is to give you some sort of an overview as to the current dynamic between you and the person who came to your mind when I called out the sign. At the bottom, we will pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is to give you some insight as to what could possibly be coming towards you this weekend. The hope here is that it will make it easier for you to navigate your weekend, okay? That's what we're shooting for, okay? This one is for my Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right, let's see what we get. Get it all in there. Okay, here we go. All right, if you're a Sagittarius and you're currently dealing with an Aries, I've got the 6 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. Well, this Aries is definitely viewing you as some sort of a higher level soulmate to them. They're also viewing you as somebody who gets a ton of attention, possibly in the public eye. They're saying you're getting a lot of public recognition right now. So there you go. It doesn't have to be romantic. I do feel like this is somebody who is destined to be in your life, but it doesn't have to be on a romantic front. This could be a lifetime friend. It could even be a family member. Okay? But it's somebody who feels quite connected to you. Okay. If you are a Sagittarius dealing with a Taurus, I have the 2 of Swords and the Temperance card. So this Taurus feels as though there's a decision that needs to be made within the dynamic that is the 2 of you. Okay? They're trying very hard to be patient towards you, to give you the space and time to make this decision, but they're growing weary. I can say that. Okay? If you are a Sagittarius dealing with a Gemini, I have the Page of Swords and the 4 of Cups. This Gemini is viewing you as somebody who is very dissatisfied or possibly disappointed in them. They're trying to get to the bottom of something. There's some sort of deception at play here. I don't know if I'd say somebody was lying, but somebody definitely was not being forthcoming with the truth, and I'm not sure whose side it was on. Maybe on the Gemini side, I don't know. And you're looking for the truth? Maybe. Definitely not satisfied within the dynamic. Something has gone left here or something. Doesn't seem right. Okay, if you are a Sagittarius dealing with a Cancer, I have the Queen of Swords and the 10 of Swords. So this Cancer is viewing you as somebody who's been betrayed, and therefore you've been rendered in the Queen of Swords. Meaning sword drawn, very defensive, tired of the bullshit, okay? And it looks like it is towards them. So it's towards the Cancer. If you are a Sagittarius dealing with a Leo, I have the Fool card and the 9 of Swords. So this Leo is viewing you as somebody who is very much so up in your head, very much so anxiety-ridden right this second about a situation with them. But you have found the solution, it looks like, and that is to take a leap of faith away from them, is what it looks like. So whatever the dynamic was between the 2 of you, this feels to me for some reason like it could be work-related or money attached. More than romantic. This feels like a work situation or a close friend situation. But obviously, it looks like the 2 of you are parting ways at this point. They're taking a leap in a different direction. If you are a Sagittarius dealing with a Virgo, I have the Star card and the High Priestess. So this Virgo is viewing you as somebody who has secrets. You still have hope and faith. Okay, no, I'll take that back. I believe that this Virgo is viewing you as somebody who's viewing them as somebody who has secrets. So I believe the Sagittarius is viewing the Virgo as having secrets. You are, however, holding on to hope and faith that you can somehow get to the bottom of it and save whatever the situation is between the 2 of you. Okay. If you are a Sagittarius dealing with a Libra, I have the Queen of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. So this Libra is seeing you as somebody who is the Queen of Pentacles. You're in the mini Empress, you know. You are somebody who's abundant, somebody who's nurturing, somebody who has their eye on the big picture. Doesn't get sidetracked too easily by silly things that happen day to day. But something that wasn't silly has happened here between you and the Libra, because you've got the 5 of Cups. They're seeing you as somebody who's dealing with a huge sense of loss and regret. about something that's happened between the two of you. This one feels to me like it could definitely be a friendship, though. So maybe this was even a situationship, but something went awry here. Okay, if you are a Sagittarius and you are dealing with a Scorpio, I've got the Nine of Cups and the King of Cups. So the Scorpio is viewing you as wish fulfillment, or quite possibly they feel like you could be wish fulfillment. They feel as though they have opened up their heart to you or something. They've given you control of the emotions in this dynamic. And they're waiting to see what you do with it, it looks like. So if you're on board with the Scorpio, it looks like this could be quite promising. If you are a Sagittarius dealing with another Sagittarius, or possibly giving yourself some sort of message, I've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. I believe if you're sending yourself a message, you're sending yourself the message that you're in boss energy and you can have whatever it is you want, period. If you are Sagittarius dating another Sagittarius, Sagittarius 2 views you as somebody who's in boss energy and somebody who gets whatever they want. That's how that is. If you are a Sagittarius dealing with a Capricorn, I have the Seven of Swords and the Lover's card. So this Capricorn is viewing you as somebody who's trying to act very strategically towards a love situation. There's a lot of confusion in this particular love dynamic here, and you're trying to act strategically. It feels like to get away with something. That's how the Capricorn views you. I don't think the relationship is with the Capricorn, but it's with somebody else and they're watching this from the outside. If you are a Sagittarius dealing with an Aquarius, I have the Three of Wands and then the Ten of Cups. So this Aquarius definitely views you as somebody who's looking towards your future and who has the ability to be their Ten of Cups. You could, together they feel like you two could grow something between you to be emotional fulfillment. They're seeing you go towards your future and they're hoping they're going to be a part of it is what this is, okay? If you are a Sagittarius dealing with a Pisces, I have the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. This Pisces is viewing you as somebody to whom they have a lack of reciprocity with. They feel like you're acting impulsively and childish right now. So something here went crazy, went a little off. They feel like they've given you everything and in return you have turned around and acted not right, okay? That's what they're saying here. Okay, so for Friday, I've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands. I feel like some sort of communication comes in on Friday that brings you a great deal of joy and makes you feel like things are going to be okay or things are going in the right direction. Saturday, I've got the Devil and the Emperor. You have to be open to compromise, okay? You cannot be so rigid in your thinking and way of being that you don't allow any compromise. It looks like on Saturday that's how you're trying to be. It's my way or the highway. Just understand that when you give people those options, sometimes they will pick the highway and leave you high and dry. And then on Sunday, I have the Ace of Cups and the Death card. You have a cup full of love, but unless you can transform your attitude, I don't know that you're going to find somewhere to put it this weekend. I got to tell you the truth, this was all good going through here, and then we get to the end with this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It kind of looks like maybe you're a little too full of yourself this weekend, causing yourself grief that doesn't need to be there. Okay? That's just what I see. But I'm sure you will navigate your way right through it, and, you know, it won't be a big deal. You are incredibly resilient, if nothing else. Always Sagittarius, okay? So you will be fine. Other than that, it's a great mix up here, really. There's good days, good things, bad things. It's a good mix. I think this is not a bad reading at all. There you go. I will be back on Sunday with the weekly readings. I'm here every morning with these new things I call the daily energy check-ins. If you want to check those out, they're kind of cool, kind of quick. If you have not by chance followed me over on YouTube yet, that would be greatly appreciated. I need to bump those numbers and they're moving slower than molasses. Anyways, if you follow me here, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate all your likes, your follows, your everything. The comments, they're all wonderful. I appreciate you guys more than you'll know. Is that it? If you want a private reading, just send me a message and I will get you the details. I will never ever reach out to you first. I would love to hear from you. It would thrill me to get a message from you guys telling me, hey, what are the details? How do I get a private reading? I will gladly send you the information. We will work it out. But I'm never going to just randomly contact you and say, you know, do you want a reading? That's not going to happen. Somebody's out there doing that. They're using my picture. I don't have a backup account. None of that. So if you get a message like that, it's not me.